Oh wait, let me just hang on. Let go for 2 seconds. Okay. You're good.
And that's going to pop up live?
Yep, it usually takes like 30 seconds or so. I'm going to try to make a post here. Yeah, what's up, AJ Pascarella?
What's up?
Thanks for stopping by, man.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. We're going to see if we can run it up here a little bit in Jimmy's Bankroll Challenge. All right. Limp in the big blind. This is a pretty good hand to just see a flop with. I'm going to check. 3 straight, 3 flush. Probably just going to check fold. Like to see a turn card, though.
Wouldn't hate to see turn cards.
Wouldn't
like
hate to
5
see,
of spades.
No, 5 of spades would be nice. For 10 cents, probably just going to have to let it go.
Probably.
Unless
he calls, it might be getting a good price, but probably not.
See you later. Next hand, dealer.
Let's see. We're live? I think we're live. Probably only live to our buddy AJ so far.
Tell your friends, man. We're going to see what happens here. Okay, these are spots that like me and Jimmy talked about. Like in a 6-max game, obviously in Zoom, like you're going to fold here because you don't know the players as much. But this is a hand that
probably
I'm
the
opening.
Best hand, like most of the time.
I'm opening here like a lot.
Yeah.
Like a real lot. But I'm just going to fold it there because like zone is a different dynamic.
We don't know.
Like
I can't sit and watch
like
that.
zone is definitely its own form of poker. Like it's almost like its own variant of poker. And I stand here in the button, but like it's very interesting the dynamics that develop in zone because there's no names. Also,
yeah.
Because when you're playing Zoom on Poker Stars, you can like say you get a big pot with a guy,
you know their name
exactly.
Take notes on that's why I love sites where you can see names because
I
love
real poker
notes.
sites.
Yeah,
real poker sites.
I'm not necessarily big on the HUD just because I've never really used one.
Here.
Just probably gone, but yeah, man, I love just taking notes on someone because then you could see.
Yeah,
them
of course,
again.
of course.
Like, oh, it's my buddy who just spews all the time.
Yeah.
Let's see. I don't see that.
And like, and if I was playing in beautiful flop for the Ace Jack of blue,
very nice.
If he bets, I'm going to raise. If he checks, I'm going to continue for 20 cents.
You said if he checks, you're going to raise.
No, if he bet, I meant the reverse.
I understand. I think we understand.
If he calls here, I mean, you could call with a wide range of hands, but on that turn card, okay, on that turn card, I would have continued 100% of the time. On a turn card that was connected to the board, like even if I hit a pair of jacks, I would have checked.
Mm-hmm.
But that's
because
an interesting
at that point
hand.
we're not going to get a better hand to fold. When
yes,
we turn a pair of jacks.
for sure.
Like, we're not getting a king to fold.
Exactly. And he's going to have hands with a lot of equity that I don't necessarily even want to continue like in certain spots. Like, but for the most part, I would have bet on literally almost any card.
Yeah.
Okay, gonna just flat here. He did 4 exit, but I have a beautiful. What?
Oh, go ahead. You can.
Beautiful hand here in the small blinds. Not the greatest flop for the 8-9 of hearts.
So what happened there? It was raised.
This was 4x call on the button, and I just called.
Sometimes I don't like just calling out a small blind. Like maybe
with a hand like this though, against like even though it's 2 cent, 5 cent, like against what they're going to be calling with, like I don't.
And it plays well.
I'd like to see the end of this hand too.
Yeah, you just let it time out.
Yeah. Okay, so he continued. He checked on the flop and then continued on a king of spades. He is super short, which makes me believe he's probably not too strong because he probably would have continued with ace king on that flop because it's a great flop to continue with ace king. And this guy is just tanking and sitting out.
You know, but again, like most of the time, we can't give these guys credit for like anything lower than higher than like level 1 thinking.
Of course.
You know, they just like, oh, I have this, I'm going to click this button. It's like a good percentage, like especially the short stats.
But you also have to realize that on Bovada, these people all wanted to play online poker bad enough where they set up an account, they did something, they deposited money. Like you have to take that into consideration that it's not like back in the day where John and Jane Doe just deposited something on full tilt and we're just like, oh, we'll have some fun. These people went out of their way to play online poker. So like you also have to take that into consideration, I believe, like.
So what I didn't do was
chat over there.
You gotta just
is that Eminem?
Eminem.
What's up, buddy?
What's up, Eminem?
Live Grinder here, stopping in for a stream.
That's what we didn't do though. We didn't change the title.
Change the title, Jimmy. Let's get on the ball here.
So here, you can do it.
No, go ahead. You're the streamer.
Well, you have the mouse there, but I can also use the touchpad. So let's just check.
Yeah, use the touchpad for right now.
So we'll do first ever.
Just let it time out.
Best of the show. Wow, I can't spell right now. Guest of show. So that's it. First ever guest of the show.
I like it. Bear with us, guys, while Jimmy changes the title. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of poker talk.
Zone cash game.
Hang around. We're gonna try to run it up.
All right. First ever guest of the show. Okay, let's just do that.
All right,
I think. Oh, who do we got here? Yo, Poker's here. What's up, man?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, he's one of my
Thanks for coming to hang, man.
Instagram followers.
We're gonna try to run it up. We're gonna talk some poker. I am by no means a genius at poker either, but I've played my fair share, and we're gonna try to run it up.
Yeah, but we all know that your Instagram says otherwise.
Yeah,
if you're
guys, if you have Instagram, come follow me. It's aj.gillettepoker on Instagram. And I also have a Twitter. I don't use Twitter as much anymore, but it's at Gillette1990. Yeah, I used to once in a while I'll post some like hand histories on Twitter and like talk about some hands I played. But for the most part, I haven't played as much.
Do you want to make that? We can make the chat a little bigger actually, so we can read it better.
Can I drag it?
Yeah, I should be able to.
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
Gonna fold the nut low on the button.
Ronnie just texted me, are you playing? Oh, shit. 7 viewers.
Hello. 7 viewers. Guys, come, stay, hang out. Watch us try to run it up.
And feel free to follow as well.
We might play some tournament poker later. This might just be one for the books here.
This just might be a new thing.
Yeah, just hang out, just see what happens.
Don't forget to follow Pokers, too. Oh, on Twitch?
Oh, buddy, follow me. I'll follow you back.
You probably on Twitter, maybe?
Oh, on Twitter? Yeah, man, if you follow me, I follow back on Twitter, so... Definitely shoot me a follow and on Twitter, and I'll get like if you look at my Twitter right now, there's not a lot of posts from recently because I've sort of been slacking. I've been on that Instagram game like Jimmy, but
Instagram hype.
But we'll see what happens if it limps here. We will be checking in the big blind with the 3-5 offsuit. That's a pretty weird flop. I mean, we're obviously not going to call or anything.
What happened? It just limped?
It just limped, and then the small blind completed, and I checked.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't
like to see a free turn card.
Yeah, I'm going to check. I mean, sometimes I don't mind betting here. If I know that this guy is leading, like, really, or if he's limping, like, under the gun really wide, I don't mind betting on a Queen 7-4 rainbow.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, I mean, it's a pretty hard flop to connect with. I mean,
this guy might bet here. Yeah, I thought he was going to bet.
At this point. But
I feel like that guy...
If it was heads up, you know, it might be a little bit different.
Yeah, because scenario. Like especially like in zone like this, people just want to move on to the next hand. So like they take little jabs, and if they meet resistance, they'll just like fold rather quickly.
Yeah.
If it folds to us here, we're going to be raising it up. I love this hand. Okay, this guy raised it up.
He could just be attacking.
He could just be attacking the limp. He is deep. We are rather deep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in like a fairly small 3-bet. And we're going to see where it takes us.
That's normal like size on the, you know, 2-5.
I mean, most of the time with the limpers in there, I wouldn't have hated making it like 55 or 58. Just big enough where, okay. So hopefully we get to see this flop with just a call. Oh my God. Look at all this craziness.
Well, I still don't hate our play though.
No, I definitely don't. It just happens that the big blind.
If he was deeper, you know, if player one was deeper and then this guy just folded in it, you know, and we're getting a decent price.
Okay, I just wanted to say that this isn't great here. What we did, it just happens to be that, of course, that the big blind woke up with a hand and this guy was limp shoving like.
Yeah, but I still don't hate it. I mean,
no, and that hand is great to see against a guy who 3-bet. 2 limps, or I mean, I'm sorry, he raised against 2 limps. Yeah. Like 7-5 of spades is like a pretty sexy hand to see 3 cards with.
Yeah,
you know? Especially in position
for sure. Like I completely agree.
Yeah,
but again, like we can't always give them credit for thinking, oh, there's these 2 limps, that's weak, I'm going to attack.
Of course.
Like you know, I think it might be more correct at this level to just play not necessarily straightforward, but just
pretty straightforward.
Take them for more straightforward.
Of course, yes.
You know, we could do devious, fun things, but
exactly.
You know.
Okay, going to be the old one and done on this flop.
I agree.
I mean, this connects with what he calls with on the button pretty. But you just turn the old 3 ball. You just turn the old 3 ball.
I definitely think, you know, I've been doing that a lot the last few streams.
And I feel like he has a pretty strong hand, and I want to bet like pretty large.
Because even if he doesn't have like, you know, 1 pair, or if he just has a draw, like we still want him to call with his draw.
That is just the most beautiful of turn cards here.
It's wonderful.
And he has 270 behind, and there's 188 in the pot. I love shoving here.
Yeah, he's going to call with hands. I don't think he has like 2 pair type hands. We probably would have heard about it on the turn.
No. I think he has like pair with spades.
Yeah, honestly. I think he'll call with the king. He could even hero call with a jack.
Definitely, and I love shoving here because if he's not going to call a small bet, he wasn't going to call a shove. Exactly. He really wasn't. He probably had like a queen with spades or something like that, like a gut shot and a flush draw, or like a shitty king, because it seemed like he snap called pretty quickly.
Yeah, I agree. Dancer on Instagram, 4.1K followers. Damn, 7 viewers. Holla.
7 viewers, guys, come hang out, see what happens. Like,
please feel free to follow.
Yeah,
we will
hit that
greatly appreciate it. I mean, I will. AJ, won't as much because it's.
I'm not streaming yet.
It's not his channel yet, but
I'm comfortable.
It could be. You could be like partnered here.
Listen,
I'm
comfortable with coming on, like talking some poker with Jimmy, like trying to run it up.
Yeah, that's really what I want to do, so that I can play some real money poker on Bovada and not have to play these fucking 2-5.
But that's what it's about. It's about running it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's run it up. King Jack here in the big blind, going to defend to a single raise. I love all this limping that's going on.
Yeah, that's what happens. Don't you watch my streams? That's what they do.
No, yeah.
They just limp.
But it's not very surprising. I mean, people do this at 200 NL online.
It happens. It won't happen at the high-level games as much. But
no.
In that case, it's more of metagame type thing.
Exactly, where people are limping, they're balancing their limping range.
Of course, but this is just they have 5-6 of hearts in under the gun, and they don't want to fold, so they just want to put 5 cents in.
Yeah,
and then this is what you also have. I talk about this all the time. People just go nuts. Yeah. What is that ever, and why is that? That's it just makes me so frustrated.
He could just have Ace Queen or Ace King, which is correct almost. A given what does he have? Okay, he has a little bit too much to be doing that. But
I feel like it's almost never correct to just no matter what you have.
If he had $3 or less, I don't mind because these limps what do they have?
Sure, but just make it $1.
Yeah,
you're getting snapped off with all hands that have you crushed, and then everything else is just folding anyway, and they're also going to fold to $1. The same.
Sup guys? What's up?
Oh, Mason. No, this is
Mason Jersier.
It's Mason Jersier.
Dude, I always
isn't it great?
Yeah,
I always screw up and say Merson Jasier because it's just fucks with my head.
Okay, this is another spot where I kind of don't mind 3-betting to see
where
we're
it's
at.
A better fold. I agree.
Of course, we're never calling 15 cents here.
Yeah.
We're either 3-betting or folding, and because we just started the stream, and I just
he's under the gun, and again, let's start with taking most of these players as
for face value.
Yeah, and try to run it up first. I always like to get at least 2 buy-ins going on here, and then start doing devious things
Absolutely.
Oh shit, Jersey Danny, hi, Jersey Danny / AJ.
Jersey Danny
/ AJ.
Oh my god,
isn't that great? Instagram hype.
Yeah, hype it up, Jersey. Thanks for coming to hang out, buddy. I enjoyed meeting you down at the 550 and sad beans that I busted. I actually want to talk to you about that, Danny, because they actually got the action wrong in the hand that crippled me, and I think you actually know the guy that. Because I think I saw you talking to him, the guy that busted me. What was his name? Persiak or something like that. Where he rivered Broadway and I had Ace King. The action was actually wrong. Let me shoot a comment or in the chat room and see. I think you know him, the guy who busted me. I think he finished 13th. But that was sad beans. Went deep in a big tournament.
Dude, you gotta feel good. I mean, you could have made 70K. You could have made a lot more Ks than you did, but
yes, he's your coach, Danny. I thought he was your coach.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you did.
I thought he was
told
your
me
coach.
about that.
Yes,
that was the coach.
I mean, he seemed like a pretty. David Pizer. Yeah, that's his name. Or how? I'm sorry, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But flop the old king ball here.
Sorry, king ball and the 3
king ball
and the 4 flush. And excuse me.
Oh, and the 4 flush. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna hold to check and raise because this guy is deep, and I don't want to just bet and have them both fold. Okay, beautiful.
But also, what can he have here that can stand? A raise.
Exactly. If this guy calls, I'm just gonna pot it.
He's not folding better, but how many better hands does he have here?
First of all, the only thing that we're not loving to get it in
at this point,
the only thing that we're not loving to get it in against, and I love potting it here because if they have a really good hand, let's go, let's flip for $10. At this point, I really don't care.
But what really good hands can they have here? You know what I'm saying? More so player 3. I don't hate just flatting there, even with the guy flatting the small end.
Yeah.
But if he folded and it got to us, I almost would just flat. And I feel like we're either crushing the head there or crushing the behind. We're not even crushing the behind.
We're gonna raise it up here with an ace, which is probably the best hand. Okay, that hand though, being that it's hard to get money in, and being that it's hard, we're not mathematically getting the right price against his range here. But what I was gonna say is as far as what do we have to call 49 now? But like that hand in particular, it's so hard to get money in at these stakes that you want to just get the money in, and like you're not going to be a dog almost no matter what.
Sure.
Like, okay, he's probably going to call with King Jack plus there. Like he's going to call with, he's going to fold A7. But like, what are we hoping to do with A7? Like they're going to call and then they're just going to be unimproved and fold. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
we're basically thinking that he doesn't have a whole lot there and just kind of bluff catching and. Maybe he just has worse spades and...
Yeah, or he has nut spades, which were like 50-50 probably.
Yeah, in that case.
Nut spades.
Yeah. But, I don't hate how either way, any way we played it.
He got lucky on you. Danny, I know, yeah, it was so... they actually got the action. I'm sure he told you what the flop action actually was. I mean, I raised in early position, and he called with King Jack suited, and I had Ace King. And the flop came King Queen 10. And I continued for like 3/4 pot, and he overbet jammed for like $500,000, and I called pretty quickly because I just felt like he didn't have it. Like I felt like he had like a draw or something because it was a pretty drawy board, and turn 6 river ace sadly, and I busted like 3 or 4 hands later. I shoved Ace 5 like in early position, got called by pocket 8s, and the guy flopped an 8, so he basically flopped me dead. So gonna call here and see a turn card. Bottom pair, 3 flush. Definitely need to see a turn card.
That is
a turn card.
Turn card if I ever seen one.
That's a pretty good turn card. Okay, no.
So what are we trying to do here? I mean, is he going to fold an ace? Never.
Never. He's never going to fold an ace.
But we're basically flipping with an ace at this point.
We basically are flipping. So I am going to raise and fold to a shove. And fold to a shove. Well, what does he have? I mean, we're pretty deep.
True. Yeah. Because, like, if he shoves, he has, like...
Okay, we might have to get our bluffing shoes on, boys. Well, he just totally... See, again, totally faces us.
I don't think we necessarily would have had...
What is he leading out with here? Like, what is he leading out with here?
He just has, like, an ace, or he has, like,
ace 5. Or he has ace 4. He has ace 4. He would lead out with ace 4.
True, he could have that, too.
Yeah.
So let's just, straightghforward.
So you guys playing?
Yeah, I meant to say
coming up there in 2 weeks. I played 1-2 here now. AJ Pasquarade. How do you say his name? Pascarella? Yeah, I actually nice first name by the way. I'm in AJ as well.
I said he plays up in New York. Where?
Yeah, I will. AJ, I will actually be in AC this Friday to play the $1,000 Six Max tournament. I am playing on Friday. I'm going to head down Friday morning and hopefully make day 2. It's a 2-day event, Friday and Saturday. I believe it's the 23rd and 24th. So, yeah, man, I'll be there. I'll for sure be there. The old Jason Somerville favorite hand, probably going to play it just in his honor.
Oh, for sure.
Going to have to see 3 with the 3-5 spades.
And we just got a great price and then just flopped the great
just
flop.
Flopped open-ended with the 3 flush. So
I think this is also a great flop to check raise just because, it doesn't really hit his range too much.
Like, if he doesn't have an overpair, like, what is he going to do? Like...
But even still, like even if he just has like 1 pair or ace jack.
So what do you like? What do you like to make it in this spot? Like 175?
A little bit more than 3x.
Yeah, like 180. So like 180 somewhere like that.
He's deep, so
like I don't make it.
We're kind of short, so we're basically committing ourselves.
We're committing ourselves. If he shoves, we have to call.
If we didn't have the flop spade, maybe it'd be different. We wouldn't have.
Nice. Ship it with 5 high. Ship it with 5 high. Ship the money with 5 high.
All right.
I love shipping pots with anything under 6 high. It's just amazing. Ship the money.
Ship the muns.
5 dudes on the button. Just going to muck that.
All right, now let's just run it up. Okay.
Jersey Danny just followed you. Jersey Danny's the man. He's Jersey Danny. You're great for the Instagram community, man. I really love what you do. He just
crushes the followers. And
you're great, man. You're absolutely great. Like, I really respect you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. King Jack suited. Now these are hands that I love to 3-bet.
It's definitely a 3-better fold for sure.
Yeah, I mean, if we were super deep, you could just call.
You could
just call.
But you just get in tough spots more often by just being out of position. Like it does flop pretty well sometimes.
It flops pretty well. It really does. And like I love 3-betting with these type of hands because guys are going to be opening super wide. You might 3-bet us here. This is what it feels like. Or 4-bet. Or 4-bet, excuse me.
But honestly, the other reason why it's good to 3-bet, like he did raise pretty good. He did raise pretty big under the gun. He obviously didn't have ace-king there, but the times he does have ace-king and we 3-bet and then he misses, it's just like...
Because we're the aggressor. I am going to continue.
We're going to continue on the flop.
Unless I flop like a nut flush or something. Or like a straight.
And then, we'll get him to fold his ace-kings, his other hands that have us dominated.
His like 2 9s, like...
Whiff. Yeah, even those... Well, if it's like a 7-high flop...
But no, but if the board comes like queen 6-5 with like 2 spades, I'm going to continue, you know what I mean? Like, and he's going to have to fold a lot. He's going to be put in a tough spot. If he doesn't have aces or kings, like, he's going to be put in a real tough spot.
All right, trying to get this posted here finally.
Guys, thanks for hanging out. Come join us.
If there's anyone new here, please feel free to follow.
Okay, now these are certain spots okay, this I would normally do at a 2-cent, 5-cent game, but this is what I want to talk to you about live poker as well. Like, these spots, I don't mind checking. Like, I really don't mind. Yeah. Given our equity, if say he does have a good hand, like, I don't mind checking here. Okay, and I'm not going to fold.
No, there's so many great turn cards.
I'm not going to fold.
Diamonds, fives,
and he
fours,
we could have the best hands so often. He could have 4-5. You know what I mean? He could have so many hands that we're beating right now. And that's a good turn card. But is he really betting out with a deuce? Probably not. Yeah. So I'm going to check the side here. I mean, I can't really fold.
Like, no, I don't think we're folding. If he just bombs it, then we can probably fold.
Because
I think we're definitely calling. Our diamonds are good. Our tens probably could even be good. Our ace is definitely good.
And this 26-cent bet here is like so weak to me. It's like, do you have pocket sixes?
It almost is asking to get raised. Like, we might get those hands to fold, but it might be harder to.
We might.
Definitely.
Oh my god! We just timed out. Sick run back.
Oh, what was the run?
Was it a diamond? I don't want to know.
At least you got it out of the way. At least you got. I was wondering. I'm like, are you gonna call yet? Are you gonna call?
There should be at least like there should be a 5-second like emergency time bank for zone. Like, what the fuck?
I know.
Fuck you. Take my 2 cents, buddy. I'm steaming.
It's alright. We only have 5 viewers right now. We didn't.
Oh, whatever. I don't even want one viewer to see that nonsense. I know. Like, you're trying to talk through the hand, and it's just like, oh, it was right there.
I understand.
Oh, well.
We're definitely calling, though, for sure. And, like,
of course we're calling.
Aces are good. Like, tens are probably good. Diamonds are obviously good.
I put him on, like, he called on the button. So, yeah, of course, he has a lot of, like, king 10s, king 9 suiteds, like, a lot of hands like that. But
and he also just has, like, complete air. That's
complete air.
Because people have complete air more often at this level and, like, a little bit higher than, higher levels.
Yeah, and, like, say he, like, a hand that he's semi-bluffing with is 4-5, obviously. And when the deuce turns, like, and we check to him, he's going to bet small, hoping we just fold whatever nonsense we have. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because what we incited a bluff right there. We checked with ace-10 on a king-deuce 3-1 diamond board, trying to incite a bluff from somebody, you know what I mean? Like, we could have continued there and just won the pot, like, real often, you know what I mean? But I like experimenting with things like that, like checking that flop and see what happens when you check that flop. Like, so fold the old 5-9 offsuit.
We are live.
We are live, guys. Come hang out. See if we can try to run it up. Like, we're doing all right. We're hovering around what we bought in for. Like, we're just getting
one buying, right?
We're getting our feet wet. Yeah, we didn't rebuy, bro. Some whippers, king jack offsuit. I'm gonna raise here just because I feel like this is the best hand, and obviously we're gonna fold to like aggression, unless we're getting late at great price. I find myself
whipping in those spots.
Okay, the big blind just cold calls. Okay, looks like we're gonna take this 4 ways. Yep. Okay, this is like a one and done for me, because what are we saying we have? We're saying we have 10s or better, or ace-king.
Yeah, like, do we really think that they're just limping, like, pocket 8s? I mean, they could be.
Yeah, they could be.
This is such a dry flop that it really, you can't...
I don't mind betting, like, half pot and seeing what happens.
I was going to say, you don't even have to bet that much, because they're going to continue to call better hands, and they're going to fold all...
Like, if someone raises here, like, what are they saying they have? That they have 2 9s, and they're just like, I have the best hand. Like, I'm going to raise... You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Okay, this is the only guy we were worried about.
And there's definitely weak aces.
Ship the monies.
Yeah, there's definitely weak aces that are going to fold.
Oh my god, you have so many better hands that are going to fold. Way better hands. Like pocket 3s might even fold. Like,
yeah, but if it was a little bit more connected, obviously, I think just a check there at that point. Like, if we just whiff with no, like, equity.
If we totally whiff,
but it's connected. Like, if it was like 6-4 deuce, 2 spades or something.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, maybe if we had a backdoor draw or something like that, but like...
Jimmy is addicted. I can't read, but yes, you're right. Mason Jersey, you guys do any sports betting or daily fantasy? Oh, God. Get out of the room. Get out of the room. Mason Jersey, don't even bring that up.
I used to dabble in some sports betting, but I don't anymore. I used to also dabble in the pits. But let me tell you, as a live poker pro, the pits and the sports book are 2 places you do not want to be. I learned the lesson the hard way in my younger years, even though my years are still pretty young. Okay, this is another spot. If this guy flats, I'm probably going to 3-bet. No, if this guy doesn't flat, I mean, if he flats, it's questionable what I'm going to do. Yep, this is going up. In position. Suited ace.
Yeah, I like it.
Going to make it 45, just over pot. Now, obviously,
I mean, he might even fold like ace 10. You know?
Yeah, he could fold ace 10. I mean, but I don't care. Like taking this in position 3 ways.
It's really not the greatest.
It's not the greatest flop. I mean, see what happens.
It kind of connects with like if
like
it was heads up.
Like, what are we hoping that like he has 7s and he has pocket 10s?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, it could get through one easily, but I don't know if it's going to get through both of them.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to fire once and then call it a day if one of us if they call, because we literally have the worst hand we ever have here.
True.
You know what I mean? So I want boom.
Yeah,
ship
you're
it.
right. That's basically at the bottom of our range for that flop.
Super bottom of our range.
So we can't there's not very many good turn cards besides an ace.
Exactly. So when we check that flop, it's just like torching our pre-flop 3-bet.
Yeah.
So I don't mind betting 55 to win whatever it was, like 85. And if we meet resistance, we just check fold the turn. You know what I mean? Or we're just folding to a bet on the turn. This guy has 16 cents. What is?
No, I like it. Oh yeah, he does.
I mean, I'm gonna.
Holla, viewer hype.
Viewer hype. Viewers, hype it up.
Welcome if you're new.
Spread the word. Mason Jersey here, Jersey Danny. Spread the word. Get some people on here, man. Like, let's run it up. I don't think
we've had any followers yet because it would have popped up on the screen,
right?
Unless no, it's there. Yeah, it should be working. Probably gonna fold that. Oh shit! Twisted wins. Twisted wins.
550 on sports today. Yeah, man. Believe me, bro, I would have been into the championship games for, let me tell you, about 2 G's back in the day tonight. And I just said, no, thank you. I just said, oh, sports betting? No, thank you.
Hey, shout out to you, Twisted Wins, for being new to the stream, I believe. I've never seen you chat.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Feel free to follow. I'd much appreciate it.
Yeah, hit that follow button. Just see what's going on. We're just going to run it up. We're going to play some fucking
We're
pokers.
doing that. We're up $1.15.
Hey, man, you never know.
$1.15.
I've been known to run good.
Yeah.
I've been known to run
That's
good.
why he has the control. I just said, AJ, please, help us.
Okay, but while we're playing some pokers here, let's talk about some live poker. Tonight, some hands I played that were rather interesting. Played a couple hands. I took Green Bay plus 8.5 today. Oh yeah, man, that's brutal because they just came out so amazing, just dominate. I 3-bet here with the King 4 Hearts in position because I felt like I just bought the button. He raised under the gun. If he calls, I'm going to continue on like a lot of flop. Okay, this guy, like, people love cold calling.
I mean, yeah,
This is a great flop for me to continue. Us, yeah. Like, he's cold calling with like 6s, 7s.
All those are likely.
Okay, now don't get me wrong. He could have he could have ace jack.
Yeah,
he could have ace jack. But this is another spot where I don't mind betting, and I'm going to continue on spades. If he calls, I'm going to continue on. Okay, that's not the greatest card to continue on. Because whatever he had, he was going to fold. Okay, so we might have the best hands here still. He could have Jack 10, you know what I mean? He could have spades. He could have a lot of hands. So I'm going to check behind because I feel like he's not going to fold the queen.
He's not folding better at this point.
Yeah. Okay, that's not the greatest. He's probably going to... he just ships it. So, GG. Like, you know, there's not much you can do there. I felt like we needed to bet one time because he had so many worse hands in his range that he was going to fold.
The King 4, I mean, I don't hate the 3-bet. It definitely didn't have to be, though, you know.
Of course, it didn't have to be 3-bet, but I like just 3-bet in spots like that.
No, I don't hate it. I mean, but again, you know, like, better players will read into it a little bit more than just this year.
Of course, we've got to remember that we got the original Razor to fold. Like, the big blind just happened to wake... Yeah, the big blind...
Oh, it was the big blind.
Yeah, the big blind just happened to wake up with a hand that he wanted a cold call 45 with. We got the... We would have scooped 17 cents right there, or whatever it was. We got a free 25 from Black Chip Poker. All right, man.
Yeah,
nice. Gonna have to raise
do
this
you
up,
ever cash out on there? How is it? You know, like, tell me the deal with it. I have an account, but I didn't deposit because I'm unsure of, like, you know, how trustworthy it is as far as Bovada.
Ace Deuce in the big blind. Probably going to defend to a 3x. I don't... limp. Well... No, you could argue here to raise because we have ace high and it's probably the best hand. He did limp the button. That I don't know the player. That I'm just going to check and see a flop. But like I definitely don't hate raising there.
Yeah.
I'm going to check call. Got to check call on this flop. Can't just check fold. For 5 cents, I have to check call.
I mean, it is a pretty dry flop. So
now we turn a gut shot.
Not too many like bluffs he has on the flop, but you know I don't hate it. Ace high. There are some good turn cards for us.
22's, yeah, he bets pot, so now I'm just going to fold. But, like, I felt like I have to call there once because I can't just fold ace high on a king 8 3
Probably. I mean, that kind of could connect with his limping range on the button.
It could. I mean, potentially it could. But...
Yeah. I usually do call with ace high there on those kind of flops, but it's such a dry flop. It doesn't have, like, there's, like, hardly any bluffs. He probably just has, like, you know, pair of 6s or an 8 or something, but... He also could just have queen high and getting us to fold.
Exactly, which is horrible. We're making such a massive mistake there on that flop if we fold and he doesn't have a pair. You know?
Haven't yet, but heard they have their own debit card for withdrawals like Stars back in the day. I mean, that would be sick. You just always sketched out.
But yeah, Mason Jersier, that's shitty, man. When you take Green Bay, like, you know that like they just were dominating the whole first half, and then like after that fake field goal, it all just went downhill, man. I feel your pain, bro. I feel your pain. Yeah, if I had money on that game and I was on Green Bay, it would have been one sad day. One sad day for me, let me tell you. But anyway, Jimmy, let's talk about some live poker, because I just came from our local water hole, Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, where Jimmy regularly plays his 1-2, and I'll play 1-2 and a little bit of 2-5, and we do all right. We do okay. A couple of live grinders.
Oh, please, you do better than me.
A couple of live grinders, you might say. But
lately, you've been crushing, and I have not been.
Oh yeah, +8. Yeah, you still won, but yeah, okay, yeah, that's right. Green Bay did cover. I'm sorry, I thought you just took it at even money. Yeah, you're right. They did still cover. That just shows you how far out of the sports betting I am that I don't even know like what the line was or even looking at it. But I'm happy to stay out of it. Let me tell you. I'm gonna make a little loose open here, but I feel like people in this like 2 cent, 5 cent tend to fold incorrectly pre-flop. So I'll scoop 7 cents all day long. And we'll just continue here for 23. That's another thing. Online, I'm a very precise bet sizer, and he just folds.
Yeah,
ship the money.
I don't like type my numbers in. I try to be.
I usually type my numbers in, to be honest with you, almost always. Yeah. I really like to type my numbers in, but like I don't mind using the bar as well.
I'm just lazy and just like just.
Not well, like when I used to be playing 3-6, like 600 NL on like full tilt and Poker Stars, like I like to do it. And what do we have, a limp here? I'm going to go ahead and attack this limp. Like these people who are limping, you need to just teach them not to be such a nit bitch and do something. Okay, he calls. Flop to the old gut shot. Okay, what is he going to do? Limp and then bet out after he called my raise?
It happens.
I am going to continue. I'm not going to be happy about it. If he calls, we still can just rip the old jack on the turn, but I'm going to continue. Okay, we made it to pair status. Not the best card. Okay, I could see him folding a 10 here. That's about the only better hand that I think I could get to fold. If he bets here, it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would he bet out here with a flush? Like, why would he do that? It doesn't make any sense.
I haven't been paying attention to this hand. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to logical players. But you have to, again, so it's very well could be the flush. It very well could be.
I'm going to fold, and I'm going to hate
very crushing.
I'm going to fold, and I'm going to hate it.
It could be like 9-10. It could be like Queen 9.
Nah, I'm too D-gen. Here's a tip. Don't bet sports. Just play poker. No, yeah, I feel you, Mason Jersier. I'm a D-gen as well, brother. I've been called a D-gen too many times to count. But that's what it is, man. You gotta be in there gambling. You gotta gamble, man. Like, I still gamble on certain things. Like, I love prop bets. Like, I like to gamble at stupid things at the table, like just random shit, like, you know, prop betting what someone's going to be wearing when they come in or something so stupid. Because without gambling, life sucks. Ship the walk. I'll take the 2 cents.
Ship the money.
Ship the monies. But anyway, Jim, talking about my session today, was in early. I was in for 500. I left with 1,200. Like on my IG posts, go check it out. Like aj.gillettepoker on Instagram. I cashed for like just under 12. I bought in for 3. Like I'd say about a half hour into my session, I opened with queens. That guy that I was telling you about flatted with 10s. He let out on a Jack 9-4 board for like $40. And I had queens and rainbow, no flush draw. And I raised, for 40, I raised to 105. And he tank called, and the turn was a 10. So now the board is Jack 9, 10, 3. So I'm open-ended now. Yeah. It brings a diamond flush draw. Not that significant, but it did bring a diamond flush draw. I'm going to complete here. Did bring a diamond flush draw, and the turn went check, check. And then on the river, he let out for like 150.
Brick River
let out for 150, and I was just like, gross. But I had to pay it off because I've seen him do like a lot of goofy things.
Yeah, I mean, if you had history with him.
Look at this price we're getting. I have to call 8 cents to win $1 million?
Yeah,
please, just flop me 3 8s. Let me flop 3 8s.
Shout out to 888 Poker.
Okay, not the greatest, but we did flop a jack. And
I like to check and call. Our hand's
I got a check call. We also have a 3 flush.
Check call.
We have a 3 flush. Now, of course, one of these guys could just have an overpair, like
Well, you got to remember, it limped around, and then the big blind. It limped around, and then the big blind raised.
I'm almost positive we have the best.
I feel pretty confident that 4 and 5 would probably have let us know if they had something.
And I don't mind playing for 170. If you have a better hand than me, let's.
If anybody's going to get it in, it's probably player 3.
Okay, now given these guys could have Jack, 4-4, and 5-5, both of these players, but I don't think that they do.
And he just this is as I'm telling you, 2 set, 5 set. It's just anything goes. Anything goes. And
that's a great turn card.
I mean, it's not.
If you have me beat,
it really only changed like if they had 4 or 5. Like it
really only changed
a whole lot. I guess and if they have overpairs, do they ever aces, kings?
I just want to try to get value. Like I need to bet. Like I have to try to get some value.
I think betting small.
Okay, I'm gonna bet.
That's you timed out.
Okay, shit. But run bad. Okay, good. I hope they all both fold because I am not folding. I don't care if either of these guys shove. I cannot fold.
Of course not.
I'm all in.
Yeah, of course. They could just have a better jack, but really can't do much about it.
There's not much I can do.
You want to charge him with clubs. Don't let him get there for free. Because it's been pretty passive, he has king jack. And we just Ship the muns! Ship the muns! Ship the muns! Oh,
I love it. My run good is here.
Oh my god, how fucking funny.
What did the other guy have? Did he have like ace something?
I guess ace something with diamonds. He had like ace something in diamonds.
He had complete error. He just wanted to donate. Wanted to donate.
Now let's play a little tighter and like run it up.
Okay, I have to 3-bet here. I have to 3-bet here.
No, I don't hate it. But that was so funny. Like I figured at that point.
When you called, I figured it was
jacks. But yeah, I'm like, I knew that. Like I said, the turn doesn't change much. But still, like, I mean, we have to.
Okay.
Hope they have 6-7.
I have to check.
Oh my god, they finally just saw that.
Hope they have 6-7, 8 on the river.
Ship the muns. That's so funny.
What is he going to bet here? Are you going to bet pocket 10s, buddy? Yeah, that's what I thought.
That would be a nice hand to have here in this instance.
Now I have ace high.
What happened here? You c-bet and he called?
No. I didn't c-bet. It went check, check.
We 3-bet.
Flop went check. I feel like I want to.
We're not getting. We might get might get like pocket 6s to fold.
I don't think pocket 6s is.
You're right. It's hard because we have a 6. But no, you're right. I don't think they are either. I really don't think any better hand is folding.
Yeah, but I have to call. I can't just fold. He's giving me such a good price. I have to call.
What were we getting?
Chop it up.
I guess that's a.
Should I just force this guy to hero? Should I just force him to hero? Should I just jam? Should I just jam and force him to hero?
What if he just has jacks and just say thanks for your $6? It's gonna be. He would have snapped already. I think if he had. Maybe we could get him to fold better. Maybe we get him to fold.
All right. Chop it up. So see, I almost got him to fold a 10. How sick is that?
He almost thought about folding there.
See, I love jamming in spots like that because, like, he would have bet the flop with jacks. Like, I feel like, or queens. Like, he probably would have bet the flop. Gonna open this button.
Yeah, but so let's see how pre-flop.
Pre-flop, he opened for 20. I 3-bet.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean,
small or big blind, I believe.
That flop, you didn't continue?
I didn't continue because I felt like it was just stupid to continue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're taking it down when getting better hands to fold like that ace high on a lot of other flops. But,
yeah, of course.
And that's again why I like to 3-bet in spots like that with aces because
he could full ace 10 right there.
Well, he could do that for sure. And then when it just whiffs flop for him, he's folding all of his better aces.
Welcome to poker. That is poker, ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone loves a chop pot.
Everyone loves a chop pot. No, I hate a chop pot. Fuck a chop pot.
I don't hate pocket jacks. Those are okay.
I don't hate pocket jacks either.
Those are okay.
Staves, boys. I like you, Mason Jersey. I feel
like you've been around since day one.
Thanks for hanging out, bro. See if we can't run it up some more. Look at all these flatters.
I still have not posted this. This is what happens. I stream for 5 hours and then post it in the last hour and then it doesn't do anything.
Without gambling, life sucks. Yeah, that's so true. Okay, we flopped the old gut shot and we have the overpair. I don't love it here all these ways. I mean, I really don't love it, but let me see. What is this guy going to do? I mean, you can argue here between just calling and raising. I mean, he's really not going to... I mean, I guess he would call us with, ace 10. This is
what happened? I forgot we had jacks.
I raised to 15, and it was called the family except the one guy. I'm just going to call, and hopefully these guys don't show massive aggression.
Yeah.
I could have just raised
to just make sure that they don't call with, 8s and hands that I know. They have pretty good equity against us.
Okay, I mean, I can't fold. I'm going to have to call.
So what, he let out, right?
He let out on the flop.
Well, a lot of times that's just a 10 or...
Oh, he just ships it.
I feel like...
Why would he just ship it, though?
Because he has, like, 10-7, and he's afraid of all the draws that are going to get there.
Can I really fold jacks here?
It's really, like, at the top of our range. See, we need time bank to think about this.
Like, I feel like he has it, though.
I feel like he does, too, honestly, because... Dude, I hero in those spots, and I have been over the last few days, and they always seem to have
Maybe because we have the gut shot, we should be calling.
I don't know, man.
But see, if he has 2 pair, we also have all those 2 pair outs. You know what I mean? Like...
But also, what does the guy behind us have? I mean, he could have just been, like, fucking calling behind with 9-10 himself or pocket 7s.
For sure. Absolutely.
I mean, heads up, it's a little bit different, but still, I hate when they do that. They just... It really is, though, honestly, most of the time, they just, like... I don't want you to get there. Yeah, I have the best hand.
He could have had it. Okay, this guy 3-bet. What kind of price? I have to call. I mean, obviously we're not in great shape.
Yeah, but we're in position. We have an ace. I think
we do have an ace.
Calling his bet.
It's weird that he checks.
It is weird. He snap check too,
and he has 281. I'm going to go ahead and bet and not fold. Like I just feel like that's the play
if
here.
He gets it in, I mean, we're probably not in great shape because there's not too many draws he gets in here. Just like Jack 10.
And he just flats there, like in the.
I feel like it's a check at this point, and possibly call.
I guess. I mean, I don't.
Is he going to fold better at this point? Like, what better is he folding? He's not folding a better ace. He's not.
No, but it could be a value bet. Like
it could be value. I think I like giving him a chance to bluff here at this point.
Snap.
And
see, I figured he wouldn't have folded turn. I don't think. I don't think he would have folded turn. That's exactly.
He probably wouldn't have. But I also think there's probably the way he played it. Like, yeah, he could have kings sometimes, but. I think there's also better aces a lot of the times.
Could have been jamming just an 8. Yeah, that's a good point, Mason Dercier. On that hand where we had jacks, he could have definitely just been jamming an open-ended straight draw. He could have turned diamonds and had an 8 because
is he really going to do that into like 2 people?
He could because he has fold equity. He does because just think about what happened on the flop.
This
some people are.
Some are, but if they are, they're not playing 2 cent, 5 cent. They're just playing like 10, 25.
On the flop, he let off for 75 cents.
Wait a second. 11 viewers right now.
11 viewers. Ship it. Come on, guys. Hang out.
Follow if you haven't already.
Hang out. See what happens. Do not raise my big blind. That's another thing that I hate. Never
just put it in his face right
Never. No. I just call. Never raise my big blind. Just don't ever.
I mean, our hand is like pretty shitty. I like
it is pretty shitty.
3-betting and then putting him in the cage.
Okay, let's see if this fag. Let's just see if he has anything.
I don't know how much I like this at this point. I feel like this might just be burning.
This might just be burning. Let's see though. Let's see. Because I feel like he's going to fold a lot of his nonsense.
He is, but he's not ever folding like.
I'm going to fire one more barrel and I'll be done because I don't feel like he has an ace. I feel like we would have heard about it if he had an ace.
He is deep enough. I guess it's okay. See, these are spots where we differ slightly in what we do.
Okay,
because at this level, man, again, they're
Am I really just going to give up here?
I mean,
I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so sad if he has jacks though, because I don't feel like he's gonna call.
He's gonna call. This level.
All right, nice hand.
Make pairs, get value. That's what you have to do.
Maybe that was a little spewy. That was a little spewy.
It definitely was spewy.
That was a little spewy, but hey, I'm a spewy kind of guy. Yeah. I like to get it in there.
You spew and then just get there, but.
That was a little spewy.
That definitely was.
That was a little spewy, but something about when
good to see you streaming, Jay Longo. Good luck. Who's that? It's on me, 24. Good to see you. I haven't seen you,
guys. Just to justify my spew right there, I hate when people raise my big blind, so that contributed greatly to my spewing off.
Pokers. The only reason that we're playing zone right now is because I still haven't really got the whole delay up to the amount that we need. Like it's on like a 30-second delay. So zone is like the only thing really I can play right now that we won't potentially get stream sniped. And I know it's $5. Like who cares?
Oh, we never finished me talking about that hand where the guy led 150 on the river. It was the flop was
turned set.
He turned a set of 10s. Yeah, he turned a set of 10s. So I had to load on for another 2 to get back up to 3 because I hate being short.
I don't necessarily know that I would open this under
the gun. 8-5 of diamonds?
Under the gun, I mean, trust me.
Dude, people play so incorrectly 6-max that it can't be bad.
It can't be that bad for sure. I mean, against like most of their hands, but.
And if he calls here, we're just done. Well, we have a showdown value, so now we're definitely not betting.
Of course.
I don't want to just snap check though. It's very important online. I mean, obviously these guys aren't thinking as much, but like how fast
your timing's like similar. I tried to do that.
Like, what does he have here? Okay, let's not have the winner. Is he really checking an ace? Like,
we're not getting worse to call.
Such a nit bitch.
I mean, but see, you can't like think that these guys are thinking correctly mostly ever.
Of course, I understand that.
So I really like a lot of the just straightforward play. I mean, obviously, I put put people in cages as much as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Really, dude, just make hands and get value. Like,
absolutely.
I've tried to like make people fold so much, and I've really just find
we're gonna get in there though, guys. Don't worry. This isn't gonna be a boring stream. There's no knit bitches here.
Yeah,
there's no knit bitches
I don't think at all we've really been knitting it up. GQ's Finest on Instagram. Saw Jersey Danny's post. Awesome, man. Welcome.
Yeah, man. Way to come along.
I'm in the process of making a post myself, but I'm like being
way
slow.
To come along, man. Absolutely. Let's see if we can't run it up, guys. We might have some tournament action here later. We might hop in a little micro tournament and try to just bink something. We're gonna see what's running.
We might just have to play like a sit and go and not let people see what we're playing, and then.
But do you really think for a $5 tournament somebody's going to reg the tournament?
Because we only have 10 people watching.
Exactly.
Us,
so why not try to rip a $5 tournament and just ship it? I run deep in tournaments, Jimmy.
I do too. But I don't close. I run deep and then not close.
Okay, guys. Obviously this could be a total lie, but I'm not lying. I have shipped what is now the 30K deep stack on Bovada. A couple months ago, it was a 35K deep stack, but they dropped it down to a 30K deep stack. It's a $60 buy-in. I've actually shipped that twice in the past year. For first time for $7,200, and the second time for about $68. So those are a couple. I run pretty decent on Bovada, obviously, generally. Yeah, I'll call. I don't mind this hand. I mean, he's deep enough, and we just flop great.
Hello.
Going to be
check raising.
Check raising, most likely, depending on the action. I mean, this guy could have an ace, but I'm definitely going to check raise because we're pretty deep. Good call.
Just can't open it too much.
Oh, and he just checks back like a bitch. Now, to me, that feels like jacks. I have to bet here once because I can't just let it go check all the way around. I have to bet once. And
I mean, but I don't think we're getting better to fold here ever. So
I mean, King Jack probably folds.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, but how many?
Because you can't. Oh, we got there too.
Yeah. No, I understand, but I also just think there's more.
Well, dude, better definitely folds there. All pocket pairs that are under pairs fold, and we don't want to just go to showdown.
Pocket fives,
pocket like eights might even fold. Like you know what I mean? All those hands. It's important to be aggressive. And
we do have good equity against those hands.
Exactly.
2 overs, flush draw.
And it's important to be aggressive in 6-max, especially zone, because no one knows how much you're opening. You know what I mean?
That is also very true.
And that's such an important. It's such an important dynamic. What do we got here? 3 and 7 triple ups are super soft too. Oh yeah, Mason Jersey. Yeah, you're right on Bovada. Yeah, they are super soft. I stopped playing stakes like that usually online. Like I play a lot of like 1-2, like in 2-4 on Bovada. Not cents, but dollars, El Dólares. But yeah, guys, comment. Let us know what you guys think about some of these hands. Or, I mean, I used to be pretty much an online regular back before Black Friday. I used to play a lot, so I mean, online isn't it's not unfamiliar to me. I'm used to it. So, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please fire away. The 6 and the 6.
I could be wrong, but I don't think we've had any followers yet this stream, which is upsetting. Maybe it's just not working correctly. Look at it, and then just see, people go nuts. I mean,
I'm just gonna fold. Yeah. I mean, I don't feel like flipping for 263.
I don't either. But it's just like, why do you do that? It just makes me so frustrated.
Yeah, let them do what they want.
I want to flop a 6
sometimes we have queens and we never fold.
True, but have not been able to have queens yet, and that's.
But do you know how many followers you had before the stream started? Because there's 51 right there.
I had 51. We could refresh that and see if it. Here, click on that down there. No, yeah, on that page, and then just refresh it. Move it over. Refresh it. But it would have popped up. I'm pretty sure. Oh, maybe not. God damn.
Hey, we're getting there.
All right, we had 4 followers that followed since we started. I got to fix it somehow. Why is it not working? Let's
pause this. Guys, technical difficulty. Please keep hanging with us. We're here.
All right. Hopefully that works. Cause
hopefully,
I'm gonna just fold this.
Fold the 8-6 off.
And yeah, damn, man, that sucks.
Well, you have it selected, right? Follower alert.
Yeah, it's up on the top. Yeah, it should be working.
Ace Jack. We're gonna have to open this bad boy.
Here, I want to do some pokerings.
Do some pokerings.
Nice, fun. Look at I got to do it. Okay. I followed pokers. Yeah, I know, man. We
got Jimmy has followers. Jimmy has a thing that
it should pop up on the screen.
It should pop up so he can like welcome you as a follower and like say, "Hey, how you doing?"
So these type of flops after I've opened and then got called, and I see bet them, but I also like stop because really people just are like.
Let me just say that
and we have no backdoors, nothing. So okay, I guess betting is better to not give them free equity, but I just feel like people just are giving resistance every time at this. Of course, in these.
Well, okay, like I said, I like checking back there if we have the Jack of Hearts or the Ace of Hearts.
Okay, I agree with that.
Like you have like those flops, like when it's like that, you almost have to bet. Like not that flop in particular, but like some spots you have to bet. You just have to bet because your hand is never going to win. You know what I mean? So you have to at least try to win the hand.
Of course.
You know what I mean? Just well, we're suited. Hopefully, this might be just burning 3 cents, but I don't care because I don't like to fold my small blind.
You know, with that situation, like obviously he's probably not trying something better at that point, here. But there's great turn cards for us: aces, kings, queens, evens.
I don't mind leading at flops like this. Because a lot of guys are just going to fold all of their hands just like that. We just ship it with 9 high. Thank you very much. But the hand against Tau. The hand against this Tau. Guys, the viewers out there, we're talking, pocket aces. Gotta do the Jay Carver dance. Pocket aces.
High five. Go around the room. High five.
Let's just get a walk. We're going to get a walk.
Should have made it 12. You know, I differ my raise sizes. Do you always just make a 3x?
I always make a 3x.
I like sometimes doing like, you know.
It makes it 60 cents. What to do?
What to do is right. What to do?
Okay, because that guy limped, I can't just flat. I can't just.
I know. I want to so bad though. I think we can though. With aces, we can. With kings, I liked.
Jason said something. Don't ever just get the money in with aces.
You're right.
Get it in.
You're right. But I don't think it's bad to ever just call with aces. He likely has something. Like he's probably not just going to fold at this point.
Yeah.
Like he's probably going to get it in with kings and queens.
I'm not going to snap ship it.
No,
I'm not going to snap ship it.
What does he have left? 203?
Yeah, okay. I'm not just flatting.
He's never folding, obviously. He has kings or queens, and we're just going to dodge. You know what else?
Free run!
One time.
Chop it up.
You know what I was about to say? Like he could have aces sometimes, but
he could definitely have aces.
How often does that happen?
You could definitely have it sometimes, but
that's lame.
That's so lame. Aces.
Maybe we should have just called and then got him to fold on that board. Like that's kind of a scary board.
Right. He was never going to fold.
Flat. See, poor people. LOL.
Yes, flat. But see, no. I guarantee if you run the numbers, the plus EV. Let's see if we can get this guy to freak out.
I don't think it's necessarily wrong with aces. Kings
delayed c-bet with ace jack is fine. With hearts out there, much rather c-bet because there's many flush draws. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so you're going to get worse hands to call basically in that scenario.
As far as I'm going to call once here with the 9s on the king queen 6 board.
Why are we playing high stakes? I know because we just like to play super high stakes. That's why you might have mistyped and said, "Aren't we playing high stakes?" But if you read below in my description, it explains that I'm like a New York resident and.
Ship it with a 9.
Did you get value? What happened?
No, I just check call. I check called.
Yeah, I'm a New York resident, so I can't deposit any more money, and I only currently have like $100. But holler to the 15 viewers.
What's up? Okay, but
please feel free to follow.
Poor people. Okay, I understand why you want to flat with aces there, but essentially, when it becomes a 5-bet pot, okay, because we opened. He 3-bet and we 4-bet, okay? And then he 5-bet and we 6-bet shoved, right?
No. Oh, pre-flop, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, whatever. I didn't mind timing out there. Okay, I understand that you want to just flat there because we have aces, but at that point, I just want because okay, if we were like 400 big blinds deep, I can understand people's. I can understand. I can definitely understand, but when you're that much deep, he's just never going to fold. So if he has jacks in some crazy universe or ace king, I just want him to get the money in. I don't want him in some universe folding. Like I just don't want it.
Of course.
Like I understand people's like when they have aces, they're like, oh, I want to make sure I get him.
No, that's not the reason. In my opinion, that's not the reason for flatting necessarily.
Of course. If he checks here, I'm going to bet. Jack, I could be the best hand.
See, in these scenarios, I always I would have just bet flop. I would just min bet flop. I mean, the blind versus blind scenario. Yeah, of course. But the 3 really doesn't change a whole lot, obviously.
Of course. But we just prevented a chop.
You never play at Turning Stone? Hell yeah, man. Poor people. Was it you that mentioned New York? Or I think that was Pokers. You said you played in New York, right? I'm from Binghamton, and I grew up playing at Turning Stone.
Let's try to add another deuce to the collection here. I don't mind raising from the small blind with deuces because basically we're just in check fold mode now.
Yeah.
But I just did these limps. This is where you can get yourself into trouble with these people who limp at these stakes because then I raise and I'm calling and then I'm check folding all flops that don't have a deuce in them. I'd rather just pay my 3 cents, put it in a machine, try to flop a deuce.
See, it's our friend. You're my girlfriend, Railbird. I didn't even realize that was you that commented with the delayed c-bet. Yeah, you're correct with that. That's more my thinking. But it's also I don't think either play is wrong, honestly. In that scenario.
Okay, we're talking about the ace jack hand with the
no. Well, that was before, and then he's talking about. I think he's talking about with the aces, flatting the squeezes is fine. Squeezes are sometimes wide, and you don't want to blow them off your hand. True. Like he could just think like my range here is so strong, 3-betting in the big blind, so we have to fold, right? So many of our hands.
Yeah.
But again, at this level, like if they do that, like he just has aces and kings and queens like so often.
Of course. Like basically, and that's when you get into 4 and 5 bet pots, it becomes very advanced about how you want to play them. And especially there, okay, we're in position with aces if we just flat. Okay, I understand that. But I feel like I would rather get all the money in like pre-flop.
No, like I said, I don't think either is wrong. And with kings there, though, I think kings is always a re-raise. You know?
And you guys have to remember that we're almost 200 big blinds deep. We're not quite 200 big blinds deep. So like if we're 400 big blinds deep, like say if our stacks are $20 and $25 respectively, okay, of course, I understand. Let's flat and try to extract maximum value. But when I have $9 and he has $7 and it goes 4-bet, all the money's going in. Like it's just happening.
I need to try to. Oh, poor people. You've been attorney. So
open in a straight draw.
You live in PA. What was this? Limp pot?
Limp pot. I like betting out here, definitely.
Yeah, I do too. Oh, wait.
That's not timeout. 10 cents is fine.
So, yeah, man, I actually live in PA currently, but I'm still technically a New York resident. That's why I can't deposit.
This guy raised? Yeah, you must have raised. What kind of price are we getting?
Do we have
21 to... Yeah, no, I don't mind calling here.
We're definitely calling.
We're definitely calling.
Kinds like
I mean, our outs are obviously clean at this point.
It's definitely true, man.
Not the best turn card. Gonna probably check and hope we get to see a free river.
Yeah, you pay attention to this hand, because I'm gonna try to set up this follow thing again, so it works.
Okay, you obviously bet. What kind of price? 30 cents? 30 cents. We have 8 outs for the river, so
28%. If the 8 or 6 is ever good,
they're definitely not.
We're like 21%.
21%. We're getting I think it's 3 to 1. It's close.
It's close, but I'm going to fold as
I guess with the implied odds, maybe it's a call. Let us know what you guys think about that 6-8 hand, because I definitely don't mind calling there. I mean, of course, we're not getting the exact price, but if you calculate in what our implied odds are if we win, like our hand is so disguised.
True, implied odds there.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, this is gonna work now. Hopefully.
Let's finish this hand real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, he called. I just go with the check option.
I think that's right. Okay, let's get rid of this now, or no? Do I want to get rid of it? No, I don't want to. Just paste. Restart CDF. Alright, hopefully that works. Just go forward. Alright, guys, if you haven't followed yet, please do, just so I can see if I fix.
What a sick angle
this, dude. We're up to 20 viewers right now.
Let's ship it. Let's get the viewers in here. Let's stream some pokers.
Guys, welcome if you're new. Feel free to follow.
Just fold the Queen 10.
I promise you, our heads aren't hollow.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to... Listen, guys. Like... Please, we're going to try to talk some poker
views hype. The hype is getting fucking real now, man.
The hype is real. Poor people, the hype is real. And, dude, I love that you commented on the aces hand and you said flat. Like, that's what poker is about.
Yeah, we want feedback, we want input.
Poker's about a bunch of people talking about how they would have played a hand and ultimately figuring out what is the most correct way to play a hand on it all the time. That's what we're essentially trying to do. So when you talk about, like me and Jimmy, when we're not, obviously we're streaming right now, but like we talk about hands constantly. We talk about different ways to play hands. Like what was a way to play it differently than we played it, you know, not to be results oriented. All stuff like that is so important, man. If you're going to be a poker player, like if you're going to try to do this thing for real, like it's definitely, even if you're trying to be just a good recreational player, like it's important to talk hands with your friends. Like talk hands with your friends and figure out what you might have did wrong in a session. Like I always remember things I did wrong in a session.